And we're here. Welcome back to the Deathlands. We are no longer lost.
But we were lost for like a solid hour.
But we were lost for a while. We are now unlost. Re-unlost?
Re-unlost.
Whatever. Anyways, so,
I believe it's called.
there we go. If you want to make up new names, just like you did with the Warthog.
I can't reverse math here.
Anyways, so last week, we had a lot of stuff going on last week. They found the guy who told them where you can find Lakesh. Orion got exact perfect directions on how to get where we needed to go. Can't talk, so couldn't tell anybody. They went back. Skippy went back. Sorry, Skippy the Magnificent went back, and he didn't kill anybody. No, because he's unable to kill people.
Murder, death, kill? Well, I can't use weapons.
Yes, you can't use
aside from my taser, because that's not a non-lethal weapon.
Yes.
It's supposed to be anyway.
It just makes them wish it was, especially when you taser them right there in that cornhole.
And in the water.
But anyways, so he reconfigured some of the fans on their craft, effectively sinking them and killing everybody on board. They returned back to the beautiful town of Bluegill, which seems to have disappeared.
It's not beautiful anymore.
Yeah, it's not really beautiful. It actually looks like there was a gigantic concussion bomb that went off right in the center, just leveling everything all the way out from the town. So, Sonny found a child. Seems to be the only survivor at that point.
That's
why I said at that point. He had lost his whole family. He wasn't in town when the blast went off, and he woke up in the morning, and everybody was gone. Everything was completely flattened. And so Sunny has brought them back and declared to the party that she's going to kill everybody. Or at least not Sunny. Sunny would never kill anybody. But Moon, on the other hand, get code activated. But anyways, so the magnificent Skippy and Annabelle on her beautiful winged bird took off to try to find the salvage of the ships that had inexplicably fallen out of the sky. Unable to find those, they started heading back, while Jim was out searching for good things and ended up finding people instead. Not really certain that's good loot or not, but it's a thing.
It's tradable.
He found a family, wife, 3 kids, a mother-in-law. I mean, it's all one perfect family.
And a wife. Great.
My plan succeeds.
But anyways, so that's
You need a 4th child.
That's kind of where we left off 10 minutes ago. With him just arriving back to the truck with his new family in tow. I don't know what it is.
I don't know either. He's
So
being nice and gentle and
And I'm making bonfires.
yes, and you and Orion are working on making bonfires.
I'm not lighting them yet. I'm just setting them up.
Sonny, you've got a kid. It's been about an hour now. And you see Jim coming back with an old lady, a woman in probably her early 20s, who's carrying an infant, and 3 kids probably between 8 and 12 following behind them.
And like that, we found a giant of family.
Exactly.
Sonny, who has not let this child go, might I add, just kind of sits there and stare. Again, it's a very vague expression on Sonny's face because kill code is activated for Mooney, but that also shuts Sonny down emotionally. So, are you going to stand there, or are you going to introduce?
Still walking back with him. He's just
Oh, I thought he had gotten there already.
Yeah, you get there.
Oh, he gets there and he's just gonna kind of usher them over to Sunny because he's still not that good with them. He's just
I'm playing in the water.
With rocks, little pebbles.
Yeah, little pebbles.
He's gonna usher over the people of the town.
What's going on,
Today
Sammy?
was blamed.
He's gonna kind of look at Jim with a look that just, if looks could kill, this one would have. And then
he's just like mentally going, "What did I do? I didn't do shit."
And then he's going to sit there and turn to them and go, "Hello, everyone. How are you all feeling? Are you okay? Are you in need of any medical assistance at the moment?"
He just raises his
We got
hand.
down to the shelter before they got here.
Oh, I understand.
Jim's gonna look back and go to this Sunny. Do you know if there's more shelters built in this town?
We had another one below the. I forgot the word again. It was the same one you gave me earlier.
City Hall?
Yes, the city hall. There was one below the city hall as well.
And Jim turns around and just walks back without saying another word. He's just, and off he goes.
Sorry. You all must be so tired. I'm sorry. I don't know if any of you know all of what's happened, but for now, if you'd like, I can find rations. I can help if any of you need medical assistance. If the children need any kind of playtime or anything, I'm sure we can all work something out.
You hear one of the little kids go,
Alex? Alex? And
he's asleep.
It is Alex. He's feeling a little under the weather for the moment. And what's your name, sweetheart?
I'm Chris. I was his friend that was fishing with him.
Oh, you were the one that was fishing with him. Well, it's very good to see you, Chris.
Sven, Chris. I was about to say Sven to Chris. Christoph and Sven.
Well, he calls
Does he
me
have a
friend.
reindeer?
1 year, I dress up as a snowman,
Oh.
and he calls me Sven every year after that.
Oh,
My real name is Chris.
it's wonderful to meet you, Chris.
When Sonny mentions water, rations, anything like that, Jim just turns around, comes back real quick without saying a word, climbs in the back of the truck, grabs a crate, opens it, sets out on the back of the truck. Food, like he basically rat fucks a few MREs to get the candy and stuff that's in them out. And other stuff like that, sets down some water bottles, turns around, walks back, heads back into the town. Still without saying anything, he's just, it hurts. But just kind of motions Sonny as he does that. Like, I'm sure Sonny would see what he did, right?
Huh?
Did Sonny see what he did? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, Sonny's watching everything.
No, it's one of those just Jim. Yeah.
He's functioning right now on what we would call, like, demo mode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim's just more.
What's Gumbo doing?
He's hurt.
You guys have not seen him since back in the forest area.
Oh, no.
We kind of left him.
Yeah, he was off circling up above, and you guys all climbed in the vehicle and left. Orion ate.
I love Gumbo. It's okay, I have Alex, so it's fine.
As he leaves, he stops by Orion. Don't eat them. It just keeps going.
You just see another wooden plank thrown out of the water. It's like what you said, just like with
And Sonny will go set Alex down, and then he'll go to the young mother and say, "You must be exhausted."
Yes, yeah, we've been banging on that thing for hours, hoping that somebody else would hear us.
If you would,
Thankfully, he came by.
yes, it is. If you would like, I can take the little one off your hands so you can get some rest
No.
if you'd like. No, that's okay. That's completely fine.
I wouldn't be able to sleep if he wasn't here.
He's very beautiful.
Yes, he's been very quiet. Make me a perception roll.
Oh
Oh no!
Yeah, please.
What's up?
Is there a rope or anything attached to that boat that crashed?
Yeah, it was tied up to the thing. I mean, it's still technically tied up there. Part of it is, but it does have a rope.
Is it like visible? Could
Yeah.
Orion find it?
Yeah.
Orion
look,
is
all
gonna
the-
try and take it and pull it out of the
Oh,
water.
look at all those beautiful planks.
So it was attached to the top part. So you pull out this boat-shaped piece of wood across the top of it.
Yeah, he's just dragging it out of the water over his shoulder, and then he stops right next to Henry and goes,
Adds it to the current stack.
he just stops.
stacks
It's like at least like what is it, like at least 20 planks or something worth.
It's huge, yeah.
He's just like drops it.
Yeah,
and
we're,
he's like,
we're looking at probably about like 4 feet tall by about 10 feet wide, and they're just all coned together with whatever he's throwing at me.
yeah. Is that enough to finish?
I'm making 10 of them.
Yeah, he's making 10 piles.
Okay.
So you just keep, as you keep continuing until we have 10 of them.
Okay.
I made that by a 2. Oh no.
Yes. The baby doesn't seem to be breathing.
Oh my god.
Gears are shifted, like immediately, effective immediately, to the point where it's almost audible internally. Like she would probably be able to hear, yeah, the clicking and the
What?
popping. And he's just like,
I don't mean to frighten you. I'm so sorry. If you would like, I don't mean to startle you and I don't mean to frighten you, but your child does not seem to be breathing. Would you mind if I take a look at it?
What?
It's okay, it's okay.
So she picks it up. She's
no,
like,
no, don't.
Come on, wake up, wake up, wake up. And she's like freaking out. And she's like, help.
Okay, and he'll take the child and immediately move to a location like kind of on the sand where he can that it's a little bit more flat, and lay it down and try to see
Baby CPR.
check the vitals of the
So
baby.
do you have paramedics?
I do.
Perfect. Roll me a paramedics roll.
Yay! I'm like, I do. Sonny has paramedics.
But you need
I have stabbing.
You do have stabbing.
Clear.
Yeah, he has
paramedic.
paramedics.
Camille, your needle went 3 inches past his back. I don't think that's going to help if you squirt it.
I made it by 1.
You made it by 1?
Made it by 1.
You can tell that this baby has recently stopped breathing.
Okay, so CPR.
Yes, and so you begin doing CPR and you get the baby back breathing.
Okay.
And after it starts breathing, it starts screaming.
Oh, yes.
Danger sense?
It's all right.
And danger sense.
The worst danger sense you've ever sensed.
Oh God!
The worst danger sense ever.
My will is being eroded by that sound.
And he gently will turn up his internal body heat to a comfortable place and will start rocking gently and will go back to the mother and say,
It's okay. That was very
She was like,
scary, wasn't
It's
it?
like all freaking out. Like, hey, can I hold him again?
Absolutely, you can. Yes.
She takes the baby and she's all like, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's
Yes.
he's going to be fine. Don't worry. It's
Yes.
okay.
It's Michelson.
Michael's. Oh, how wonderful.
Elijah? Baby Elijah?
Klaus.
Klaus Michael. Oh, shit.
Daddy, sorry.
More like devil spawn.
Are you kidding me? Anyway, but yes, he'll like make sure that it's breathing okay, and then
It's able to take in large lungfuls of air loud enough to scream. So the breathing part, it seems to have re-gotten down well.
and silently in the back of his head, everybody else won't be able to hear it, But Mooney will say to Sunny, "Good. I hope it annoys the fuck out of all of them." That's not very nice. Well, I'm not very nice.
Have you tried being very nice?
You tried.
I did. I didn't like it.
I did it.
All right, so you have your bonfires built now.
All right. Is it getting dark yet?
Hey.
It's a couple hours from there, so
Okay.
maybe 4 p.m.
How
Or
far
so.
were we from the town?
You guys had pulled up like right next to it because there was nothing.
So it didn't take them long to get into town then.
No.
Even after.
What was Skippy doing again?
Providing you
I forget.
As soon as he got back,
He took
like,
off
you're like, oh, I'm
looking
done.
for.
And then you walk off and
Oh
he
no,
just
I'll,
the other
I'll
town,
be
like,
like,
so he
all right,
will,
that's enough.
took off and
he just like stopped.
he's
with,
going to
like,
try and
5
see if he can
places. Like,
perceive any
Here,
sign of
follow
people
me.
leaving.
I have another task for
Okay.
us.
Make me 3 perception rolls while you're out.
dare you? How dare? Oh, let's see.
Mini dares.
Nick,
Huh?
you need scattered. Right?
I'm going to.
What?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God.
Huh?
For people scattering.
Oh, no.
The body part scatters that way.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think she went upstairs.
That's why I always leave it open after. Because
It started to fall.
confused.
I twitched.
What?
Sorry.
What are you doing?
We're stacking on the hand.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go find Sandra at this point.
Okay.
Be like, hey,
She's sitting up in the truck right now.
do we have any more of those scrap gun bullets laying around?
Yeah, we've got a few.
Cool. I need you and Orion to start helping me make fireworks with the gunpowder.
What do you need fireworks for?
We're making somewhat signal flares.
Well, the only reason I ask is because I can make fire.
I understand. That's why I'm asking you and Orion to help me make them.
Help you make what?
We're making signal flares.
Oh, okay.
Like, give me a rock.
I don't just need fire. I need like something that'll make a bright flash
Yes.
in the dark. Yeah.
Watch. Give me a rock.
I pull a rock. I pull one of the medium-sized rocks off one of your stacks.
Pile.
And hand it to you.
And she takes the rock and she sets it down, and you see her prick a hole in her finger, and she starts drawing symbols on it. She goes, 1 to make it levitate. She's like, this one to give it a blast radius of 100 feet. And then she draws a couple more, and she's like, that one will make it explode in red and blue fireworks. Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh, do you need it to go for more than 1 burst? I can add on a repetition one.
How long can it repeat and stay up there?
Strobe effect. I mean, it depends upon how many runes I can fit onto this thing.
Here, and I grab like 4 more rocks and I just make more.
So she's like, I could probably fit at least 10 bursts of red and then blue on this one.
Okay.
And then she sets that one off to the side and she grabs the next one. She's,
Orion takes it.
she's like,
And sits it on the ground.
she looks
Stops
at it
and waits.
and she goes, all you have to do is push that symbol right. And she's talking right to you.
Nothing,
Like,
nothing behind the eyes, dog.
that symbol right there will activate it.
Cool. We need to spread these evenly across the bonfire setups I made.
Okay. Okay. So she makes them and helps you set them out.
At this point, Skippy's probably flown back over and
Made it by 7, made it by 9, made it by 6.
You ain't seeing shit. Okay. So
You had to make it by 10.
you the minimum
That
was
means
12.
that I'd have to roll a 5 exactly on every single roll.
So, as you kind of fly out, you kind of started doing a standard search pattern where you were going out in farther arcs trying to find any signs. You ended up actually finding a small boat with a couple people that are, as far as you can really tell, either unconscious or dead. You're not certain which. They don't seem to have any visible physical trauma.
Okay,
But
so
they
that's
also don't
going
seem to be
out
moving.
over the ocean. What about
along the land.
And well, that was your first
Oh,
one.
sorry.
You had
Sorry.
3-year-old.
I'm sorry.
Your second one, as you got farther up on the land, you noticed 2 or 3 people that seem to be in the shade of one of the trees, and they've got like pieces of bush and stuff surrounding them to kind of camouflage them. But you're easily able to see their heat signatures, so you pick those guys out. And the other one you don't see, so you miss on one.
I don't see anything on the other one.
Yeah.
Man, even making it by 6.
Yes. Well, it's because it was farther out and a lot better hidden.
Well, fair enough.
That's the one you had to make.
So coming back, as soon as I'm within range, I will broadcast. I found a boat with people in it. They may or may not be alive. I'm gonna come back and get a rope so that I can tow it back to the shore.
You have one. It's attached to you.
No, because I came back and
He
Probably
came back
you
and dropped it
dropped it
off,
off.
and then he went out looking for people. Need to get you a little.
Technically, it's a
back to your
cable
body.
because we pulled the winch off the truck.
right. There are some people hidden in the trees. About what would you say the distance is?
Maybe a mile and a half.
About a mile and a half.
North.
They're trying to hide, but you'll see an image pop up with thermals showing heat signatures of these people hidden in these bushes. I can't clearly identify who they are, but they're very much alive and very much trying to run away.
Give me a moment. Sonny, what's the kid's name?
Which one?
The one that you're holding?
You didn't even. Alex.
Thank you.
I thought you said Alex down.
You should ask if one of them knows an Alex.
He picked him up.
I'm
Oh,
so
He picked him
my
back up.
range is so I'm past them coming back because in order for my range for
I know, that's why I'm telling you should
So
ask
I
them
have
when
to
you
turn
go
around
back.
now and go back and be like, hey,
Yeah.
the voice from the heavens is
Just
going
like
to have
show
to.
up, like, right down in front of him and be like, hey, sup?
Fine.
Thank you.
So he turns around and he'll head back towards the ones that were hiding.
Okay. You get there.
Okay. Are they still there?
Yeah.
The
A middle-aged man in a probably an early 20s female.
Okay. Do they look like they're being lookouts or are they just hiding?
No. As a matter of fact, as you get up there, you can see that the middle-aged man is currently doing first aid on the younger woman.
Uh-huh.
And you no, because you weren't there. Okay. Yeah. So middle-aged man, younger woman's bleeding.
This little robot comes up and is like, what happened?
And let's see.
Let's see how
Do they fill their pants? The woman doesn't seem to care.
She's in too much pain.
The guy, on the other hand, is rather freaked out.
I promise, I mean you no harm. In fact, I can't
No!
actually physically harm you.
I can
Well-
raise you if you like.
I could tase you, but I don't feel
What
the need to
are
do
you?
that.
What? Why? Go away.
I am Skippy the Magnificent.
And as you raise your voice, he like shrieks back. "Ah!"
Oh, sorry. Is my volume too loud? Sometimes I don't know how to keep track of my own levels. I'm here to help if you need help.
Do you know first aid?
I know how to tase people.
I just cauterize a wound.
I can defibrillate somebody.
But we
I've
do
got the
have
bleeding
medical
stopped
supplies.
right now,
Clear.
but she has part of a window through her gut.
Oh,
Shit! Gut wound.
Yeah, defibrillator totally fixed that.
Like they need some Adam.
No, I cannot perform first aid. But
Then what do you want?
I can take a message. There are other survivors. What are your names? So
Me?
that I might help them know who you are so that I can send help.
I'm Alexander. This is my wife, Gertrude.
Ah, we found your son.
Which one?
What's your son's Alex.
Looks like the cat from Moving
Yes,
in
the
the
smart one.
Shadows.
Yeah, he's still alive.
What if he was like, wait a minute, I don't have a
He thinks you're dead though. So
Your mom might be dead.
I can't move her.
I understand that. Do you think she can hold on for? I don't know. What do you figure?
Well, if you
distance
guys
travel
mile
wise,
and a
like
half out?
25, 30 minutes.
30 minutes. Unless
That
you
is
bring the truck.
That's a walk. I was about to say.
I was going to say, because you guys are a mile and a half away. If you took the truck does 20 miles an hour.
And it has potential first aid in
So
it.
that's a mile every 3 minutes.
I'm not.
I mean, you can always.
So we have a truck and it has first aid in it.
Wait a minute.
Okay?
I must go. Do you think she will be okay while I go to get the rest of my
I have
group?
no idea. Her blood has turned black. I don't know what that means.
Can
Yeah, she needs that.
She needs
what
to be
poisoning?
stabbed by Camille.
That means what poison?
Let our little
Blood
6-year-old
poisoning.
girl just stab your girl.
Can I scan her in some way to see if I can see? I don't
Well,
know.
if you don't have the skills, you're not
Well,
really
I don't have first aid, so I can't provide first aid. But I do have.
You can tell that her blood pressure is down really low.
Okay.
Her internal body temperature is only 86 degrees.
She's not doing good.
Total distance on.
Probably gotten a massive blood infection.
She went
I was
up
going to ask, well, he's looking that up. Our movement speed,
Probably
is
going on a
that
second
meters per
shot.
second or.
Did someone say shot?
Yes, because well, technically, that's if you're using your combat movement, that,
Non-combat movement.
that's how much you can move in one phase of your action, and you get 2 phases in one turn. But excuse me. So that's if you double that number, that's how much you can move every 12 seconds. If you take that times 5, that's how much you can move every minute.
I have to calculate. Hold on.
So,
How many meters in a mile?
I don't know.
2.5 meters a second.
Let me see it again.
Sorry, I'm thinking out loud now.
Here,
Matt.
what's your movement? It's easy because you can just multiply the whole thing by 10. What's your
Combat or
Non-combat.
non-combat? Non-combat, 30.
30? So you can do 300 meters a minute.
300 a minute.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, we're not going to even go close to that.
So if he's
You can probably do like a.
And that's an
10-minute
all-out
mile.
run. Do what?
You can do about a 10-minute mile probably.
But you guys have a truck. The
I
truck
know.
can do a mile every 3 minutes.
Yes.
Much better.
No. If it's 20 miles an hour, yeah.
You're not going to be able to keep up running
Okay.
for a really long time.
He's got good endurance.
Well, that's determined by your constitution, because after you've gone as much as your constitution plus in minutes, then you have to start making con checks with a negative every round or every time to keep going.
Okay, his constitution's 15.
Okay.
We're sneezed into it.
Okay.
So he's going to be like, I'll be back as fast as I can.
Let's go.
And immediately just disappears.
Just
And just
teleported.
teleports, not the whole way, because I
Uh-huh.
can't make it that far. But he'll make it the first half mile with the teleport, based off my calculation. And then his flight movement, non-combat, is like 350 or something like that. So he's just going to freaking book it.
Okay.
There's
As
his,
fast as
that's his 1 mile speed.
your 1 mile speed.
That's Jim's minute, or he's a 5.5 minute mile.
Wow. That's impressive. Anyway, so as soon as he is within range again,
Jim Fast.
as soon as he's within range of Henry, he's going to be like, all right, the 2 that I found in the trees,
Yes.
they're Alex's parents. They are alive for now. His mother is not in good shape. The truck needs to be loaded. We need the little one, I don't remember what her name is, and the paramedic of the group, which would be Sunny. So, yeah.
What time is it?
It's like 2 hours from sunset.
No, and now it's about an hour before sunset.
You have an hour. An hour.
I can't get you here any faster. You need to get everybody else in the truck and go. All I can do is fly. I will meet you on the way. Do you have combat driving?
Are you kidding me?
Sunny.
Fucking Sunny.
What about?
Grab Camille. I'll grab Jim.
Come on, Camille. Come on, sweetheart.
I go find
Jim. Yeah,
I go
Jim's
like
in
yelling
town.
for Jim in town.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure Jim would have been back after doing the search because a lot of time has passed and
Cool.
Yeah.
Get back.
You
Jim.
found the place.
no
There-
survivors.
there's no survivors in it.
Okay, so Jim would have been
Take
back.
them and Skippy and find the survivors.
Yeah, you guys stay here. He's just gonna close the back of the truck and say, "Everyone stay here."
I've got a plan to get us to Lakesh.
The only
Then I'm
people
going to
that need to
implement
be in the
shortly.
truck right now are you and Sonny and Camille. Like
And Eric,
realistically,
because Eric
and
won't leave Camille.
Eric, not Eric.
And obviously,
Eric.
my big daddy.
Her big.
Oh right, right.
He
Sorry.
must
yes.
be within
Yes.
eyesight of her at this point.
Does Eric's weight affect the travel distance capability
It
of the
does
truck?
because it greatly slows it down. But he will run behind you.
Okay.
Yeah, he don't quite fit.
But he can fit.
Yeah.
So as soon
Everyone
as I
gets
see
the truck,
them within
it's just
line of
that it
sight,
slows it down.
because I'm gonna at that point I will have stopped moving any closer. I will fly down and clamp on and basically ride the truck back to him.
Okay.
And
Who's
tell,
combat driving?
tell Jim to step on it.
All right. Make me 3 combat driving rolls.
You got this.
Each one you fail will slow you down.
Uh-oh.
The more you succeed, the faster you get there.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's not bad. What's your combat driving speed?
no.
Oh yeah, you're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I can't see it. Give me.
I
12 minus. That one's good.
so the first one's good. The second one is made it by 2. Sorry. So the first one made it by.
So I have 5, 6, 7. Well, 5 on the first one.
Okay.
The second one is 6.
You made it by 2.
12, 3.
Okay.
And then the last one is made it by 2.
Yes.
All right. So, getting to the center of town was fairly easy because the fastest way is to go straight through town and try and go around the whole thing. Since time seems to be at the essence, you decide to go ahead and bomb it straight through the center of town. You get all the way up to pretty much where the city hall is. I remembered it this time. Where the city hall is, no problem at all. Find some nice open ground. You're pretty much just driving along the streets, a couple little pieces of detritus, but that's about it. Once you get past, and you're now kind of on the other side of where the blast radius was, the buildings have all kind of like fallen in on each other. So the ride gets very bumpy, but you continue to drive with that mentality of you're not stopped or you're not stuck if you don't stop. And so instead of
When in
slowing
doubt,
down,
throttle out.
yes, instead of slowing down for those things that were in the way, instead you speed up. And you've got this thing going probably at a good 22, 23 miles an hour. As you hit a wall and launch the thing into the air. You just general lead this thing. And by in the air, I mean it goes up and the front half starts to fall as the back half is still climbing. It's not as cool because it was only a
Generally a box truck.
Nice.
All I see is just everyone in the back. Ah!
So yeah, about the time that he gets probably like a
I hit
quarter
Skippy
mile
in midair.
out of town, that's when Skippy, you hear Skippy go clunk, and
Anyways.
he yells at you to step on it.
Anyways, another couple minutes after that, and you are at the spot where Skippy's telling you to stop.
Camille.
Stop it!
So
He's,
God.
you guys go
How's
back.
Camille in the back?
It was like you guys were on one of those bouncy houses, right? But you were stationary and it bounced around you. You guys hit your head a couple times. You were bouncing off the walls and stuff as he. Woo! I mean, it was pretty fun as long as you don't take into account the brain damage. But
I feel like eventually
What's
he would
the
have like.
DC on the lead box?
Oh God!
Oh, Jim secured stuff back there, though.
The lead box was not secured.
Yeah.
It was just stuck in the front corner of the box truck.
Yeah, no, because
Okay,
Jim's not back there constantly and
And it doesn't have a
reorganized.
latch to seal it.
Okay.
It's just sitting there.
on a 7 or under, it fails.
7 or under, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. So
Just
you notice
sloshing around in
you notice his lead box with all the venom in it bouncing up and down.
That seems dangerous.
And then just a sloshing sound inside.
As it pulls up, all you hear
couple
from
little
Jim,
drips come dripping outside of it.
Melt through the bottom of the truck.
So anyways, you guys are there.
He's not even gonna hesitate, and he's practically gonna kick that door open and go, Camille, come here, sweetheart, and is gonna take her.
Skippy will come over and be like, "You need to be prepared. These people are strange, but they will help you."
Speak.
No, Sonny met Alex.
Fair enough, but
Camille did too.
But when
did Camille then too?
Yeah.
Okay.
but
It's
Camille
it's
pulled
Sunny
out
and
this big
Camille.
thing, let me stab you with you.
Wait. Pulls out knife. I stab. Oh wait, wrong stabby.
Hi, Alexander. It's so good to see you again.
I remember you.
Yes, hello. Tell me what's going on.
My wife Gertrude, she's got a piece of window from our shop in it, and she's not breathing very well anymore since the flying guy left. Her blood has turned black. I don't know what that means. And she's getting really pale and cold to the touch.
Yep, okay. I'm gonna need you to take a couple steps back and I'm gonna take it from here, okay? She's very close to death. I need you to take a couple steps back and I will take care of the rest, okay?
He stands up and backs off, hands up in the air.
Camille, sweetheart.
And Skippy at this point will like kind of come over to him and be like, "Hey, come over here with me. I have some questions for you."
He goes walking off, but he's not getting out of eyesight of his
You
wife.
can stay within eyesight. I just did.
And about this time, you hear Eric is finally catching back up with you. His full speed run. You just hear
Mentally prepared. He drives like maniac.
It was funny because had you been looking in the rearview mirror when you shot up over the thing, and so did Eric. So did Eric. He was right behind him.
Anyway, he's Captain Underpants in a diving suit now.
So Skippy will be like, "They will take care of her. In the meantime, I have some questions for you.
Yes, whatever I can tell you.
Are you the only survivors?
As far as I can tell.
Nobody else left in front of you?
What do you mean in front of us?
Before you left town, there was nobody else who left town before you.
No, Chris, he came by and he had told us that our son was outside of town and that the people were coming, but with bigger ships. And so I grabbed my family and I left.
And where are your other children?
They ran off ahead of me.
So there are still people ahead of you.
I'm guessing they should have turned back by now.
Okay.
This was supposed to be our meeting spot here in these trees.
Perfect. We'll keep this as your meeting spot. I'm going to go look for them. And Skippy will inform Henry. Well, not Henry. He'll inform Sonny. And Jim, I'm going to go look for his children, the rest of his children. And he just takes off.
I thought Henry wasn't with us.
Henry
He's not.
I
No,
said,
yeah.
That's why he said you and Sonny.
Don't tell Sonny. Jim's just like, when he comes over, he's like, don't tell Sonny yet. Don't tell Sonny yet. Sonny has
Why
more
does
things
it-
to focus on.
Sonny will take care of it. I'm not worried about Sonny. Sonny is perfectly capable. And Mooney is more capable when it comes to killing you. So do you want to die?
I don't care. I'm already dead. Is he's getting out a first aid kit or a med kit that he was originally carrying. He's like, I can't fucking heal myself. Goes over and brings it over to Sonny. So, at least that way you have first aid stuff besides stabby pokey.
Well, yeah, then at that point, I guess I have to make another paramedics.
So, are you going to rely on medications and bandages, or are you going to
Rely
have
on-
Camille stab her?
Both.
Okay.
He's going to remove
Which
the
one
glass
first?
shard before Camille stabs.
Okay.
Jim knows nothing about medical, but he's just sitting there going like, Tyson's going, stabilize, 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 stabilize,
Yep,
stabilize
gonna
before
make
pull,
sure-
stabilize before pull.
Gonna make
That's
sure
fine.
that she's gonna stabilize her first and then
Okay.
Have Camille.
So make me a paramedic roll. What is that?
the baby dice.
You rolled a 6.
11.
It looks like
I
a
made
freaking
that
crumb.
by
I'm gonna get you those bouncy dice. So that way
we made that by 3.
Oh, perfect. Okay. So
I want
There's a lot
50 days.
wrong with her. A lot more than what he was just able to, unprofessionally diagnose.
I mean, that's fair. He's not a doctor or any kind of medical professional.
She's maybe within 20 minutes of dying.
Oh shit! Better work quick.
She's really bad. At this point, your best idea is just to yank it out and stab her right in her wound with the
All right.
thing. And
Okay, Camille, are you ready? We're gonna do something really fun. You're gonna use the good stab, not the flaming one. Okay, your needle. You're gonna use that. I'm gonna rip this glass shard out of her, and you're gonna stab her right inside of where the blood is coming out. Do you understand? Okay, are you ready?
with that face and everything.
All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and rip.
All right. So you rip it out, and as you rip it out, it's like one of those anime shows where
God.
as you rip it out, there's just like this torrent of blood that goes flying out
Stab
along
it.
with it. You stab it. How much are you pumping into it?
I'll give her 3.
Give her 3 units? All right. So go ahead and roll for your healing.
Not bad. 8.
You can do 8 points. All right. And isn't that just for one, or is it a 1d6 total for each unit? I don't remember.
It's it's 2d6.
So it's 2d6.
Roll those 3 again.
Yep.
So 8, and even better, 10. So
18 total? Oh, nice. So you stab her and pump in 3 units of this stuff, and you can see it, like, as soon as it hits some of her flesh, it kind of wraps itself around the outside, and then it does that thing where it, like, shoots bands of itself across to kind of create a bandage, and then it just kind of oozes over the whole thing and kind of disappears, and almost instantly after it has completely solidified over her wound, you notice her color starts to come back.
Okay.
And she perks up after about 5 minutes, and she finally actually wakes up. First bit of consciousness you've seen.
And he's gonna go through the procedure. Can you squeeze my hand? That's great. Can you move your feet around for me?
She can't move her feet.
Okay, that's all right. We'll work around that. But with her pumping, she might be able to in the next couple days.
I was going to say, remember Gumbo's ear?
Yeah. I'm like, she might in the next couple days. But for now, it's like, can you squeeze my hands? Wonderful, okay. And, asking her, when's your birthday? What's your favorite color? The stupid, because you can't really ask, who's the president of the United States? Because there is no.
What's today's date? What?
You're doing that. Jimmy
hear
kind of
Alex-
watches that and goes,
You hear Alexander scream out.
and he's just like,
They found Alex! They're off looking for the other ones now.
really bad. Ow.
What are we doing, Henry?
Camille, just stab him.
Who are you stabbing with what? Where?
She's stabbing Jim because Jim just watched all that happen. And he's just like, ow.
Stab him. Needle.
Oh, you giving him some Adam too?
Yeah, I'm giving me a
Yeah, because he's owie. He's still crispy,
Yeah.
boys.
Yes,
Nice.
you were burned.
I rolled 10.
Nice.
So you give me 1.
Yay.
That
Yeah, but
almost,
that's 10 body back, so that's
yeah, no,
pretty good.
that puts me almost to full.
See, now you've just got a couple of little splotches everywhere where you were really burned. That's just got scabs on it now.
I know, he's just they're still like, yeah. Because he doesn't expect, he's just like, thank you.
So, anyways, back on the beach.
Is it dark yet?
It's pretty close to dark now.
Oh, no.
Cool. Like purplish.
Purplish.
So you know how like the sunset happens, right? The sun goes under, then it's kind of like a bluish, then it goes purple, then it goes dark.
Yes.
Is it like at that purple stage?
In about another 5 minutes, it will be full sundown.
Cool. I grab Sandra and Orion and I gather them up and I'm like, all right, light the beacons. So we start lighting the bonfires up
Does
and then
not
light
compute.
up the flares
Okay.
Does not compute.
and
Does not compute.
set everything off.
He's just watching you set fire. He's
Technically, I'm having Sandra set the fire. I don't have fire making. Unless you want me to shoot something.
When it comes to her
or
making
light
the fire,
other immolation grenade up.
when it comes to her making fire, you actually see her do the thing where she pulls down from her wrist, and it looks like there's a whole bunch of runes all over her arm. And she like selects a couple different ones, and fire appears in her hand, and she just kind of sets it on.
Yeah, we light all 10, which is spanned about 200 feet across. And then those 4 beacons go up and start flashing.
Well, just at sunset, back up in the other area, you feel the switch start to happen as you're talking to the girl and stuff like that, and then all hell breaks loose down south by the town.
You see fire.
In the sky.
Yes, and huge red and blue fireworks going off.
They're joking. It's like they're joking. They're joking. They're joking.
You just pull your Mooney. Eye starts twitching again. Just kill him. Fucking kill him.
You want to kill them with me?
I like that idea.
Let's do it right now.
He actually contemplates it. It's just like,
Try me, bitch.
they.
So you went north looking for the children. You see something in the sky flying towards you.
We're looking for the wrong group of people.
Like directly at me?
You're right directly towards you.
Okay.
And as you're like, it's trying to go past, you kind of move off to the side. It changes its direction to head right towards you.
Shuts off everything and just dead drops.
So this dark shadow in the sky, you can hear big leathery wings flapping.
Okay.
All right. And then this thing like stops like right where you were at and is hovering. And you can hear the wings flapping. Bad computer. The wings just flapping. And by the sound of it, it's fairly large, whatever this is. And with it, I don't know, maybe it can find you. Let's. You have no. You just went completely dead. Do you have a
There's no
hide?
light emitting, no nothing. So he literally is falling straight down.
You would have actually been on the ground by this point.
Okay. Do I have what?
I was going to say, do you have like a hide or a sneak skill?
No, but that's something that I think we could potentially add on. Sorry, total side note. A camouflage feature that's built into the
Okay, Predator.
the shush, quiet you. That's built into the shield.
A stealth field, basically, like they would have on the ship.
Yeah.
Like they would
Okay,
have on a
so-
Predator.
So if you don't have that, go ahead and make me a dex roll at a +10.
Oh, oof. Hold on, I'm double checking my stuff here.
Which makes it a -1.
Well, do I need to do that based off of what I'm about to do?
Well, this essentially is, can it still find you?
Okay. Well, because what I'm gonna do, what I plan to do. So you want me to do a dex roll at a +10?
Yes. So what is your current roll for dex?
That would be a 9.
A 9 minus?
Yeah.
So it's a 19 minus now. So should be fairly
You
easy.
can't fail unless you get 6s.
No, sweet. That's a 1, a 1, and a 5. So
So you made it by 12.
I made it by 12.
Definitely beat this. This thing is unable to see you. And after hovering there for a few moments...
Oh, I don't wait. It's not going to have a chance to get away.
Okay.
Teleport, and I literally teleport right on top of it and just latch on.
Yeehaw.
So you teleport up into the air.
Italian steed.
And drop, and then...
Make me a perception roll. See if you can gauge the distance
The
properly.
big balloon, it deflates.
Skippy's blasting off again! 15, so that's I made it by 10.
You made it by 10?
Yes.
All right, so you gauge the distance up to this thing just right. So
I do have like proficiency in mathematics and stuff like that, so I could totally be like, yeah, that's about this high. Like,
so you teleport up and drop like a good foot down, and you latch on, and you hear. And now there's a trunk with a feather on it.
Remind me what
Beating
the name
at you.
is.
Gumbo.
Gumbo, it's me. Just chill. Sorry, I'll loosen up.
I mean, he doesn't like hold so tightly. He's just holding tightly enough to hold on. Gumbo, are you okay?
Yes. Did you knock the girl off?
What girl?
The girl that was on my back.
Oh shit.
Was there actually a girl on his back when I got up there? That I noticed?
You clamped on. You gauged just right, so you were right there at him. You didn't have to fall very far, and you weren't looking at his butt.
Further back,
You
then?
just crushed a child, their leg.
Hey, you like landed on his head. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So the robot has basically like a viewing camera window or whatever, and it just rotates.
Just rotates
It's our
around.
R2D2 dome.
You see this little blonde girl, probably 6 or 7, like staring at you.
Oh, what's her name?
I knew that. Huh?
I'm asking the girl what her name is.
Sally.
Sally? My
Yes.
name is Skippy the Magnificent. At your service.
See? Ting, ting, ting.
Yes.
You have weird armor.
That's actually, there wouldn't even be a tink because it would immediately be like.
This elephant said it could fly me back to my city. We have land.
Pretty sure your city doesn't exist anymore, but who are your parents?
Oh, I don't have any parents.
Oh. Imagine that.
Look at that. We found an already made orphan. A pre-made orphan.
We didn't orphan this one. This wasn't us.
We didn't make this orphan.
Excuse me for 1 minute, and he turns his head back around and kind of like using one of his little arms has like a speaker at the end of it and like puts it near Dumbo's ear and goes,
Gumbo.
Gumbo. Yes.
We don't want Disney DMCA. Fuck you, Disney.
They would if you said something about it. Don't say nothing about it.
Yeah, no, fuck you, Disney.
Anyways, did you see anybody else? I'm searching for some other children.
No. I went running after this one because I saw it, well, running, and I caught it, and it said that it was running, and I asked it where it was supposed to be, and she said that she was supposed to be back at her house because it was almost nighttime, so I was flying her back.
Turns head around. Did they tell you to run?
Did who tell me to run?
The rest of the people in the city.
Oh, sneak out at night.
Ah, I see.
I just have to be in bed in the orphanage before the teachers, or not the teachers, the caretakers will get upset, and then once they're gone, they don't check on us again until morning.
Well, you don't have to worry about them checking on you. Say bye-bye.
You want to curfew? Just takes them back and go, this is the orphanage? Caretaker there.
Did you see any other children out here while you were out running around?
Just Alexis.
Where is Alexis?
She was over by the thing
What thing?
up there. I mean, I can't really tell. It was by a tree. Okay,
Can you direct us?
to a tree.
Yeah.
I don't know where we're at now.
Like, if we landed on the ground, could you retrace your steps?
Probably.
Gumbo, take us down.
Gumbo lands,
Show us.
and so she starts running. It's about a half an hour north. Come on.
Take off after her.
Gumbo's like, do you guys need me?
Fly above us and follow. Okay. And he turns on like a beacon on the top of the dome so that
It's like when
Gumbo can see.
airplane lights.
That's hovering 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah, pretty much. And he takes off after her.
Okay. Anyways, you guys end up finding, after a half an hour, you guys end up getting up to this girl, and she's just playing in the sand.
Another orphan?
No. Her father's Alexander. He owns Alexander's. Good.
Excellent. That's one of the children I'm looking for. Did I know whether or not he had any, or did I never asked him whether or not how many?
They have 4 children.
They have 4 children. Okay.
Yeah, Sonny would have known that. I'm sure if you had said, I'm off to search for the other children, that
Right.
either you talking to the guy or
right.
around Sonny or whatever,
So-
you would have found out that there are 4.
2 children are now accounted for. We're missing 2 more.
Right.
And this girl's name is Lexi.
This is Alexis.
Alexis.
Yes. And her friend Sally.
It's all variations.
Pretty much.
Yes. Alexis, your parents are looking for you.
You're about the strangest stranger I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know I look strange, but I'm very magnificent when you get to know me.
Yes, but my parents always taught me, if I see a stranger, I'm supposed to run. So, and she goes running down the beach.
Sally, will you go get her?
Well, but she makes a point.
Yeah. Dumbo or Gumbo.
Dum-dum. Spiraling down.
Get the other child.
So he goes and lands in front of Alexis. And then you see Alexis stop for a second. And then turn around and start running back. All right, so.
This is a bad Benny Hill commercial.
So, Annabelle, where are you at? So,
I'll take it home when I don't have it. I just wanted to try it.
so they've gotten to the city. They found some survivors in different locations. You guys have found, like, what, 10 people now?
7,
Something
8,
like that?
9, 10, 11, 12
Yeah,
total.
counting the
including
2 kids up
two,
here.
yeah.
You guys ever can wrangle them back.
You could ask
And,
Mooney and he'll wrangle him back.
and the beach has some big bonfires on it with some fireworks going off up above it. Not certain what's going on there. The vehicle tore off about a half an hour ago, headed north. Something about a medical emergency.
Who was I with?
Originally,
You were with me.
Yeah, you originally were with him at the end of last session when you guys went to look for one of the ships that had fallen out of the sky because you guys were going to try to tow it back with your bird and him. And then you were just back where the truck was, back at what used to be the town of Bluegill. It's not
Emphasis
there
on
anymore.
used to be.
Well, when in doubt, find Sunny. So
Oh,
that's
dear.
where I'm going.
All right, so you know that Sonny was one of the ones that jumped into the vehicle before it took off for the medical emergency.
Okay.
So we can just say that you were kind of following up above.
Okay.
And so it's sundown now. So Sonny won't be there, but Moon will.
Okay.
That's fine. He's my friend too.
But they're just right below you, so you can land and there's
Just
there's
stabbing people.
Just stabbing people.
Jim is there, Moon is there, and Camille is there, and then there is a mid 40s. Oh yeah, Eric is also there, Big Daddy. And then there's like a mid 40s male who seems really nervous and stuff. He keeps staring over at Moon and this woman who's laying on the ground. And the woman that's laying on the ground is like mid 20s or so. She seems to have a weird kind of a glow now that it's nighttime, because the atom as it works has kind of a glow to it. I mean, pretty much her whole body has got this slight bioluminescent glow going on right now.
Can I just wait? Alex, Alex is looking at Moon funny. Like,
Alexander.
Alexander, the child or the adult?
No, Alexander, the father.
Boo.
Ah!
Never gets old.
That really scared you.
You went from the happy person, and your eyes are different, and there's something about you. You're a lot scarier now. I don't know what's changed, and I thank you for fixing my wife. But you're really scary.
I get that a lot. And then he'll turn to Camille and just be like, "Were you running around with fire earlier?" That's great. Now, why don't you take that and why don't we go back to the beach and you can stick it in somebody? How does that sound?
Oh. Jim's just in there
I
like,
asked the knife, does that sound like fun?
Ooh,
Jim's just in there
I
nodding.
always
Like,
love it when we stab things. I think we should stab things at least 10 times a day. Can you count to 10?
oh God.
Yeah. Yes. We should do it that many times every day at least, okay?
Okay.
Preferably things that bleed. And,
Right now.
and if they can say ouch, that would be so much better.
Okay.
So, all I see right now.
And all you just hear the one-sided conversation. I'm just talking to the knife.
Well, Mooney's kind of used to that. Everybody's because Mooney fucking has one-sided conversations all the time.
I'm sorry, Ben. All I'm seeing right now is the Pedro Pascal meme. That's Jim and Sonny right now. Like, stab!
Yeah.
I'm just talking to the knife.
And you notice up above you is Annabelle on the big mechanical bird.
Why the fuck is she talking to a knife?
I guess the knife talks back.
Are we sure she's not just like playing pretend?
She could be. She's 6.
So this is a real people thing. So Moon knows that the mom can't feel her legs or move her legs still, right? Did that information get shared,
Nope.
or is that still okay?
That
I
is
wasn't
still-
sure.
He's kind of playing it by ear because if Camille's stuff works, she will be able to have feeling
Yeah.
back in her legs. But
Well, I meant as far as for transport. Jim's trying to get everyone wrangled so they can get them all transported back.
he probably would have just picked her up and been like, she shouldn't be walking right now,
Yeah.
and set her down in the back of the truck. Or it would have been, it's like
I was trying to
Somebody-
make a backboard.
if somebody, I like if it would probably be. She's not supposed to be walking right now. Is she okay? She's fine.
Listen. I trust the medical stuff. You just saw me get stabbed with it.
So what's Orion doing? Well, you were back with
Yeah, you're
them back
watching
on the beach.
exploding rocks going, I could have built something.
Standing there
with this.
waiting.
You're just standing around.
I inquire to Orion. I'm like, Orion, can somebody wear you?
He goes like,
You have stumped the stump.
you formulated that as a question,
Yes.
but you said the word. So he probably, you just see like his chest like slide open, and like it's how tall is Henry?
Oh god.
Henry is 6'1".
6'1". So Orion's taller than you, but like it looks like you could totally fit inside. It's dark. It's abnormally dark in there.
Fuck it. I go inside.
That was brave. What happened? I don't know. I'm in an alternate dimension now.
It's very cold in there, like
Okay.
abnormally cold. It's not room temperature.
So like what? Like
It smells like a
refrigerator?
new. It smells like new iron, like a new car.
Okay.
It smells like a new car.
There's like it's like new car smell mixed with refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you like, you have to step inside of it backwards.
Mm-hmm.
But like once you're like halfway in there, he kind of just slumps over top of you, and all the plates go, and then he kind of like shrinks down a little bit to your size,
One size fits all.
and the plates go right over your face, and you see like these it looks like there's like some sort of lens over top of the eyes, And it's like a whole bunch of weird and random symbols that are just like scrolling and bouncing around in those lenses. But like it looks like it's like nothing there. Like if you were to take your finger and put it in your eye hole, you totally touch your eye. But that's about it. And he's just like that breathing doesn't stop them. You just hear this.
Now it's in your ears.
This is constant exhale.
Yeah, and that's it.
I'm possibly.
He's not even heavy. That's the thing. Is that this feels like it looks like you just have something around you, but like it's not even like you don't feel the weight or anything.
I attempt to move. Do I move on my own volition, or does it not move?
He totally moves with you.
Fuck yeah, I'm doing it. I start moving around with you with my arm.
So when Gumbo does scares her back towards you,
Right.
he takes off flying away from you guys.
Okay.
Killing me now.
Just disappear.
Oh dear.
Oh, his kill code ended when the baby almost died.
Where are you going, Gumbo?
But nobody needs to know that.
Doesn't say anything.
Nope.
Okay.
I was just curious. I was like, okay, that's cool.
I would really hate to have to subdue you two, but we really should probably head back to town at the very least.
If he doesn't make it back.
I can help light your way.
Don't get near us.
We won't. I won't.
You fly your thing up there and
Yeah,
we'll
and he'll
walk
hover
down
about 10 feet above the ground.
Perfect.
They'll
And he'll hover probably about 3 or 4 feet in front of them as well, so that he's literally lighting
up
their
their way.
pathway. Yeah.
Perfect. So back at the medical, the ambulance, whatever.
The boo boo bus.
You guys
The boo ball.
hear the big flapping wings coming in, big leathery wings,
Oh, it's Gumbo.
and he lands down at the back of this vehicle, and he wraps his trunk, still holding his feather, around the father and takes off.
Oh God.
Oh, goodbye.
Jim's just like, shoot it down.
Maybe he'll drop him.
No, don't.
Oh! Jim just kind of looks over at Mooney and goes, I got a shotgun.
We're never gonna find Lockash. Just saying.
No, I'm kidding. He didn't actually say it. He's just sitting there like,
He'll probably be dead by the time we get there.
Trying.
I know. So am I.
honestly.
So, anyways, Gumbo shows back up in front of you and holds the father out.
Oh, excellent.
That stranger.
Excellent. Yeah. Please show him to his daughter.
He's like, oh, Alexis. Hi, Sally. Alexis. And they end up all climbing on top of.
Before we leave, will you ask your daughter if she knows where your other child is?
As soon as you mention her lost siblings, because there's still 2 missing.
Right.
I have 2. There's 2 missing.
Oh, right.
She gets really sad because Sally's not part of their group.
Right.
Name's Sally, not a variation of Alex or Alex. Right. Anyways, she gets very quiet and she's like, they were taken.
By who?
By the Kraken.
Oh, great. Okay, well, I've got more fuel for Sunny and Mooney's fire. Excuse me while I make my way back to them.
Gumbo's like, I'll get them back for you.
Okay, thank you. And what's the distance from here to where they're at?
Not even a half a mile.
Okay, yeah, no. So he's like, and will reappear next to the truck.
Okay. A few minutes later, Gumbo comes swooping in with all of them. Hey, look, more kids for Sunny.
Found more kids. 2 of their children were taken by the Kraken, the same people who blew up the town.
Great. Well, are we gonna move or are we just gonna sit here all night?
I'm waiting on you
Waiting on me for what? I've
to
literally
get in the
been-
freaking truck.
Oh my god.
Jim's just sitting there like, you just appeared, said something. Where are we going?
Back to the others.
Oh yay! Towards the fire.
Yeah,
Wait,
Night beacons.
Wait. The beacons have stopped at this point.
Did
Now
the
it's just a
kids come
bonfire.
back?
What exactly were you seeing? Oh, wait. Oh, you're talking about the blue and red sparks in the sky.
No,
I'm also
I'm talking about the
Sandra
tree
and Mark.
colors.
Okay.
So
I'm pretty
maybe
sure
you wanna
those were
set up
signal
and
flares to try and
flare
get
off
people to
again.
come back.
Oh.
She's got the rock set up, and she's like, hey, do you want to try?
Sure.
Prick your own blood, and draw these symbols precisely.
That armor is not opening for him to prick his hand.
Orion, open
I
the
found
hand
small ones,
gauntlet.
but some of them are smaller. So
It, like when he says that, it kind of just
maybe.
like folds like tiny. It looks like it's folding its metal very tinily, and it looks like
Just enough so he can.
well, yeah, it's kind of just like
Just
And then I go,
and then you draw the same symbols that she does.
Sure.
Try to copy it down.
Yeah.
Perfect. Make me an ego roll.
oh, great. Let's see what's my ego. Okay.
Insects would have a hard time.
That's not good. I failed by 4.
All right. So she goes, "Oh, you've done pretty good. Let's see what'll happen now." And she reaches over and she infuses it with some of her magic. All right. And then you see the thing like shake a little bit. And then it starts going like 10 feet in the air and slamming itself into the ground. And every time it hits the ground, it releases a blue and red burst of the fireworks. So it's just like bam, bam, bam. And Sandra goes flipping backwards out of the way. Ah!
Well, I mean, it does the job, kind of.
like Orion's just like
It just stays
safe
there.
in there. It's just
Except for that spot.
except for this one spot.
He's now Mr. Stubbs.
Well, I at this point, I'm like, closed finger plate. Okay.
And it's just like all the sparks just go against the armor.
I think for now, let's have you just make them.
If you're still interested, I can show you how to wrangle magic into these igneous bombs here.
Sure. Just not at the moment.
Not right now. Perfect. Perfect. And about this
is more of a
time,
critical moment.
the truck pulls back up. Everybody else on it.
The door kicks open.
Kids? Did they get
All you see currently is Orion and Sandra.
He's hiding inside of it, isn't he? You motherfucker, I swear to God, you can't hide in there forever.
Danger sense?
Huh?
Danger sense?
Is it directed at him?
No, it's directed at Henry.
Perfect. Absolutely no danger sense.
Henry doesn't care. He ain't
I
coming
don't say a word. I just let Orion and I stand still.
You just see this like you see the same red eyes because there's still a glow on the opposite side.
You turn around and start picking your brains.
Well, I'm looking at Mooney as you're saying this.
You should eat him. I bet he did.
And then I just turn and start grabbing a few rocks and start stacking them.
What's up, Jim?
Orion looks a different height.
Yeah, oh yeah, that is a notable thing. He looks about Henry's height. He did shrink. He did shrink.
And then it's like, I feel like he would go from that to, hi, Sandra. And
As I turn
Hi.
away, and
As she does this, you can see just blood just dripping down her hand.
as I turn away, I also go density increase.
You want a density increase?
That's not gonna be.
It's been said we have
just talked about that.
So technically,
and you shrank, so now you're gonna go.
well, here's the thing: is that he doesn't feel any weight inside of him. So you can feel your like that weight
Being
is starting to go down. You are getting crushed, but like you definitely feel heavier, and all the plates just like.
Well,
And like you just sink into the sand.
well, no, that's fine. And I keep doing the whole rock stacking thing, and I'm making the ploy that's why he's shorter. Because he's density increased. So I'll stack rocks.
Well,
and
now
then
he's like now he's even shorter.
It's slightly harder for you to like keep your arm up with him on you. But like you can still do it. You gotta try a little bit. You might sweat when you're done. But it's gonna be the greatest
You ever
workout
wonder
you've
what the
ever had.
muscles are inside a Teresk belly? Well, that's kind of what this is feeling like right now.
Giving Springlock.
When was the last time Orion ate?
That's a good question.
Last time everyone ate.
No, Orion. 'Cause
Oh.
when we got back to town, he
That's a good
he
question.
was showing yellow.
No, when we got back to town, because he had
No one.
No, he
He ate one of those
Oh,
bad
yeah,
guys
yeah.
with a lot of hit points. Remember?
Yeah, he did drain. Yeah, he did. He capped off actually.
Yeah.
So he should be pretty good. For pretty good.
Yeah, you got stuffed because you.
Yeah.
When we figured out how much it was, you were like, "Oh, that's way more than what I needed."
Was that the day before, or
And that was this morning when you guys were rescuing Sandra, and then you guys got in the vehicle and drove up here.
Yeah.
okay? So that was in the early morning.
All right, so perception rolls from everybody.
Can't help you there, pal. He's both always looking but always oblivious.
Made it by 4.
Made it by.
I made stretch.
Okay.
But Cole, there is a way to get him to use his new ability from inside the house.
Made it by 3.
Made by 3. Nice.
interesting.
Made it by 2.
Perfect. All right, so
Sorry.
Henry, would he be able to sense things outside of him or outside of you while inside you?
What do you mean?
Like if something was happening, not what you're focusing on, but like somewhere else, could he see
Oh, yeah.
something or hear something that you weren't focused on?
Oh yeah, all of his senses and everything are still the same
Okay.
except for touch.
Okay.
I made it by 5.
Okay. So the only one who does not hear this is Camille.
Woo!
Everybody else can hear what sounds like something coming in on the waves.
Now you've done it.
As soon as I hear that, I stand up straight and I go, and I lift my arm and I just go, Skippy,
Oh,
go check it out.
When you
On it,
do when
and he
you do
takes
that,
off.
it goes.
But Lightyear, Star Command.
And at this point, it's obvious.
You-
I'm in there.
Cut the arm off. Cut the arm off. Hey, I don't know why. I just see Mooney leaning down to Camille and going, "Cut that arm off."
Anyways, so yeah, Skippy immediately just
They're, like out over the water.
out towards the sound.
Okay. You see one of those craft
Oh, excellent.
coming in. It's landed and it seems to be headed right towards the center of the fires.
Perfect.
Make me another perception roll.
Oh yeah, I made that by 10.
Perfect. You see the other 5 craft slowly lowering down.
Shit. He's sending this back to you. It's within range.
Yeah.
Think you can get the other 5 and leave the one that's landed?
I can certainly try.
Just do what you did before.
Could you do with maybe? Could you handle 2 of them? Do you think?
I don't think Orion can fly.
I'm not talking about flying. I'm asking if when they get to shore, can you handle 2 boats?
Maybe.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go after
What
the other
Orion's
ones
capable of, but
and
we will try.
try and get as close as he can to them. And yeah,
So Gumbo is right behind you. Oh, I go get one.
yes,
He goes, takes off flying.
yes.
Okay.
So he's flying through the air.
How close are these boats?
So
The first one isn't even within visibility yet, so it's
Oh,
still probably 300 or 400 meters out.
right. So, but it's already in the water.
Yes, it's already
He's
landed
leaving
down.
that one
and is
alone. How much further behind is the next one?
1 kilometer.
Okay, so he's gonna bypass that one
Okay.
and let it come down into the water and go to the next one.
Okay. That one's 2 kilometers out.
Okay, he's gonna go as fast as he can, and he's gonna have a repeat of the other day.
Okay.
But he's gonna try and do it in somewhat of a more controlled fashion. So first, I want him to attempt to try and open both panels on each of the front engines.
Okay.
So what would you like me to roll for that?
You're going from one side to the other side of the craft?
Yes.
Okay. Are you trying to do it quickly, or are you just trying to open them? Because if you're just trying to open them, there won't be a roll.
I'm just trying to open them.
You've opened them before. It'll take you, a good 15 seconds to pop each one open.
Okay. He knows which wires to cut at this point, right? Because
Yes.
that's the last time. So
It's worked twice, so it might as well work again.
So he's going to what's the distance between the two?
The wingspan to where the ports, the access ports are right where the central pod, which is probably a good 5 meters, so what, like 15 feet or so wide.
Crossed? Okay.
And it's just where the fans connect
Okay.
to the housing. So,
Okay.
like, if you get in the center, you don't have very far to go on either one.
Okay.
Also, your little cutter thing's on an arm, right?
Right. There's two of them technically. I have the option to extend two manipulators. Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
So,
But the bot is only so big, so I won't necessarily be able to stretch between the two. I don't think, based off of your measurements.
right. You could, if you make an electronics roll at a -2 for both of them.
On that same note, real quick, how much slack is there in the cabling in the compartment? Like if I start tugging on one of these wires, how far out can I pull it?
Maybe a half a meter before it's stuck on something.
Okay, so pulls it a half a meter, goes to the other one, pulls it half a meter.
Okay.
So we're now down
4
to
meters.
4 meters.
Yeah.
Which is still not quite enough.
But now they're sticking up.
But now they're sticking up.
So if you make a single electronics roll of the -2, I will let you clip them for all intents and purposes at the same time.
Electronics roll at a -2.
Yes.
Electrical engineering.
Yes, that one.
So I'm actually at a -13 for that.
So it's normally a 15 minus, right?
Yes.
Okay. So 13 minus.
Yes. Hopefully, I think my luck holds out. So I made that by
-1.
so I made that by 9.
Made it by 9?
Yes.
All right. So you snip. You're like leaned out with one probe. You've got your other probe lined
Ready?
up. And you're like, snip it, snip. Nothing happened.
Oh shit.
You do faintly hear from inside.
Okay.
And from the back of this ship, a big machine gun pops out.
Okay, I'm not gonna wait. I'm going to one side as fast as I can, and I cut all the wires. And then I just drop off.
And at that point,
Doesn't go firing off.
and as you like flee, it's trying to track you.
Oh, come on.
So you see all
Only
these
Captain
tracer
America.
rounds flying off into the sky.
Firing off its sea whiz.
He's trying to it's trying to shoot a missile at him, and it like goes right by. the
Okay,
ship that's already
he's
crashing.
beelining it to the next one in line.
So, back on the ground, the first one has pulled up to the shore, and bright lights have kicked on,
Cool.
illuminating everything around.
How bright?
Yeah.
Right, 50,000 lumens.
Daylight
So-
bright?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Out for probably a good 200 meters in front of this.
Hey
thing.
Nick,
Yeah.
as a prior thing that I would have done
Uh-huh.
is I would have said, "Hey, let's get the civilians to cover and away from where they're going to land."
That's actually what I was waiting
We'll have
for
them. We'll say that you guys got them back to the tree line, which is almost
Far,
a kilometer
far
away.
Yeah. And then I
So-
will have like walked up to where it was going to land, and I'm just standing there as Orion, like as it lights
I was
up.
going to ask, so after Jim drives them into the tree line, gets the vehicle stashed back in with the remains of the town, is what he would have done, since they had a good kilometer to come in and no idea how fast they were moving. Would he have had enough time to do that? drive him into the tree line, then stash the vehicle in what remains of the town?
Well, you wouldn't be able to stash the vehicle at the town because there's nothing left of the town.
On the outskirts of the debris, so kind of.
If you leave it at the tree line, that's the only spot that's a kilometer from the shore. So then you'd have to make your way back. You
But I can write it.
You could let them drive the vehicle up to the tree line, and you could stay here.
And that's density.
I don't trust them.
That's
Okay.
Of course you don't.
like you
You're
totally
smiling because you're like, smart.
all of them are grayed out.
No, I drive back to the tree line, drop him off, and go, stay in cover, we'll be back for you. Bring the vehicle back, because it's a kilometer back, so he still has to get back. And all he's going to do is, because you said there was enough for him to ramp the truck off of.
At one spot in the thing, yeah.
Yeah, he's just going to put the truck behind that,
Okay.
and then he's going to get his M4. No, not the grenade launcher.
Yes.
Yes, the grenade.
There is a part of me that's thinking about
If
it.
there was a time to use a grenade launcher,
Now's the time.
Yeah,
either you're going to need to negotiate really, really well, or use a grenade launcher.
grenade.
Both of those are very viable
Negotiation
options.
piece. Okay, so he gets the grenade launcher.
Fire a warning shot.
This is an M37 grenade launcher. Potato.
How tall
Okay.
is the boat? Lands on the beach.
Think of a longboat. So the front end of it goes up and curves up. The top of that the bow,
The prow.
is probably almost 10 meters tall. So it's almost
What's
30
your
feet.
vertical leap?
So,
The sides aren't near as big though.
how far from the remnants of the town is that boat landing?
Non-combat.
It's landing just on the south side, right in the middle of where he put all of the
Where the dock
beacons.
used to be.
So where the dock used to be?
Yes.
A little
So
farther south of there.
You have the sword.
So does Jim have enough time? Drop the people off the tree line, come back, stash the truck on the, just so it looks like it's in cover, not noticeable at a glance. Just
So
basically put it on
that is
something.
what's going to happen as they're landing right now.
Okay, so then he gets the stuff and goes tearing off back, and he's gonna stay in the debris of the town, so at least he has some cover.
Okay. Are you crawling then? Because the highest debris in here, except for on the very edges, is like maybe a half a meter tall, like maybe 1.5 to 2 feet tall.
So he would stick to the edges then, so he can move as quick as possible.
Okay. It'll take you longer because you're going around the outside edge of the town then.
Well, yeah, he can move the. We're not in combat yet, right?
Technically, we are because
Oh.
he's up there. You're not. The only difference between combat and non-combat movement is when you're using combat movement, you're trying to not be hit.
Yeah.
So you're moving defensively.
So what would the outside movement be like distance-wise that you'd have to move?
To go around the whole town.
Because I don't know where, like, as far as the way the town's oriented, where he is.
So you guys are on the south side of the town, all right? And the ramp that you used was on the complete north side of town when you
Okay.
guys were headed out of town for the medical emergency. And so you've stashed it there, and you'll have to walk all the way around to the south side of town if you're going to go around the outside edge to remain unnoticed.
Okay. And I can't go through the residential stuff because he plowed a hole through that. I bet.
And well, there's not much there.
Yeah.
And most of the residential stuff got thrown to the tree lines.
I just can't remember the distance, that's all.
The town is probably going around the outside close to 1.5 kilometers that you would have to cover. And since you're not trying to be defensive, you can move at your non-combat movement.
Yeah, that's only 60 meters against about 1,000, so... Or
2,000.
1,500, you said.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Well, he's trying to keep their transportation with all their food and supplies out of the fight.
Yeah, you parked it.
Yeah, you parked it.
Yeah.
If you take off running straight through town, you'll get there in half the time.
Yeah, so he's only bringing the M4 and the grenade launcher, not bringing the long gun.
Okay.
I was trying to get posted up in the rubble. So I was asking if there's enough time.
There's no rubble there for you to
The
post
debris,
on.
yeah, there is. He can get under something.
So anyway,
Jim, he can get under something.
back at the
Just
beach.
lit me up.
Yes. super bright.
close enough.
Is this going to trigger your shift back?
And it's painful because it's false light. So it's like normal. I mean, it's painful to begin with, but because it is such a fast change, it's like
Ripping your freaking
Yeah.
soul out.
it's like ripping the skin off.
Oh,
So
it's like one of those little dolls where you hold it one way and then you can push it in and it's a completely different doll. Except somebody's trying to just really.
So
Okay.
there would definitely be a pained scream that comes from what is now Sunny, who's probably leaking oil at this point and trying not to cry, but is crying because it hurts. He has pain receptors. He's gonna feel it.
Yes.
Poor baby.
Danger sense?
Yes,
Come on.
very much
Yes.
from multiple spots.
Danger, 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 danger.
There's that wheel pops out again. It scrolls through for a few seconds, and you see this little symbol of like 3 lines coming from a face. And it like it
3
stops.
straight lines.
Yes.
So stacked like this or stacked like this.
So it's like think of it like a Wi-Fi
profile?
signal. Think of like the
Oh, okay.
Wi-Fi symbol.
Yep.
It's like those
Gotcha.
3
Oh.
lines, but sideways.
It's
Okay.
basically popping up like a sensor.
Yeah.
So
So well,
if it was a profile image of the head, it would have 3 lines going out like this.
yes.
Okay. I get it.
It's like danger sense. And then the other side pops out. How close are these things?
One of them is 2 meters in front of you.
Same lines. The other side pops out. Another wheel goes through, and you see a human head with an arrow pointing outwards. Can I do something?
Yeah.
Okay, Ted.
Why not?
I
already there.
figured if the danger sense kicks in, you would be able to like kind of take control. in a
Well,
sense.
yeah, in a sense, yeah. Like, if you're not moving, he's probably going to do something. And,
I'm not moving at the moment.
Yeah,
He
so
will probably Henry will just move with you.
these plates kind of just like slide forward a little bit, and then slide down. And there's like this little like dark slit in front of you. Looks like it went into an arrow, and then you feel this like tingly sensation like start at your toes and your fingertips, and it starts making its way up towards your face. And then there's just this.
And what do you
Face mask?
Yeah.
So what do you-
I found a screen for it too. Wait, hear it?
Oh, this is your new screen.
But it's like much more like ethereally echo. And it, oh shit. And it just, yeah, that's exactly all of that. And it shoots out this like concussive blast out towards the first ship.
Perfect. So as your scream goes off and the stuff starts to move, that's what we're gonna have to call it tonight. 'Cause it's almost 10
It is
o'clock.
almost
So
Almost.
this is a good spot to stop since
I'm sorry to take the last.
still no Lakesh.
I know.
Oh, try so close.
Try
But
so
hey,
hard to get your shit
you
back
guys
together.
saved a whole bunch of people. I was not expecting you to go doing the saving and stuff. That was a lot better than finding
Well,
Lakesh.
Skippy has to prove that he's not like he's an asshole, but he's not that big of an asshole. Like
See, and my whole thing was if we couldn't retrieve one, we'll bring them to us.
We'll summon one.
So I made the brightest beacon that they could notice.
sorry, so
Anyways, so we will pick this up next week. See if they are able to ever find this elusive Lakesh. Right now, I think he's just a myth. I don't think he actually exists anymore. Even as the storyteller, I am not certain he's even out there anymore. Who knows? But hopefully we will by next week. Hopefully you guys will join us and we can find out together. Until then, have a wonderful week, everyone.
Bye. 3, 2, 1.